good, mother lovers? What's good, mother lovers?
Oh Lord, where are
God.
you?
What happened, Miss
My
Cat?
seat. No, I gotta raise my seat. It's like low.
I think you're gonna really like what I did today. I did something good.
Okay.
People, what's good with y'all, man? What's good? Welcome back to another great episode, Gasmasktribe TV Podcast, where we filter out that what, Miss Cat?
I can't say it.
Yes, you can. You ain't in church today.
Filter out y'all's mess.
The Lord gonna get me for that. What Lord said. People, we got a very impactful show today. We are talking about Nia Long and Ime Udoka. You know about that? Ime Udoka?
No, but I like Nia Long.
I don't think she should have gone through what she gone through. Very, very great woman. I think, very, very beautiful woman also. So, there's just some black women that you just got to hold high ranking. And Nia Long is one of them. But anyway, she's exposing the chick who her man cheated. If you didn't know that, they tried to keep it up under the rugs. They weren't trying to let the public know, but he got fired.
Who is he?
He's a coach.
Okay.
He got fired from with one of the dude's chicks. Now
I'm still mad about last week and how you tried to throw what's her name up under the butt, or was that week before?
Remy Ma?
Come to find out, no, the other girl from The View.
Cool.
Come to find out, they didn't break up for any of the stuff you were talking about. It was minor stuff like, oh, she wanted her social life and he wanted his privacy, and you went all the way to the left saying all this other stuff, and he came out and said it wasn't none of that. It was just that he wanted a more private life. And she always wanted to do all that stuff. Be like, oh, let's have a couple people over for dinner on a Friday. And then he comes home and there's like 50 people there and an event planner.
People gonna say what they want to get the people to calm down. All I'm telling you is that why would he file for a divorce if she wasn't difficult to deal with? Like if she was so kindly and they were just trying to get through some rough times, he wouldn't have filed.
So the way it turned out was like they just were different people. Like they wanted different things. Like she wanted to be in the limelight. She wanted people to know where they lived. And he's like, no, I don't want people knowing where I live and coming to my house, showing up. And I feel that some people are super private and some people are like not.
Which tells you that she was combative and hard to deal with to even go through that. It goes back to what
or could it be that she was just social and she wanted to have a social life and he was trying to keep her in the closet?
This cat, are you serious?
Keep her bound up.
You really gonna validate this shit? You really gonna validate this?
Understand.
Oh, but it wasn't what you was talking about, Biz. No, Miss Cat, read between the lines. You can obviously see that shit. You know what I mean? You smarter than me, Miss Cat. I'm a C student.
I'm glad you admitted that.
You know what I mean? I'm just obviously you couldn't see that. No, Biz, it was a bad Biz.
He said I'm smarter than him. I just want y'all to record that one component.
Hey, look, ain't no shame in my game, man. I'm not the dude to be like, I'm the smartest motherfucker in the world, people. No, that's not me. I don't do those, right? I like to learn from other folks. People, we're going to get into our first video. Y'all know I got to play some crazy-ass videos. Miss Cat, oh, my God, man. Black women are making black women look bad. You know what I mean? And you know what's so crazy is that no, I'm going to tell you something straight up, man. Like, there are beautiful, great, good, awesome goddesses out here, melanin goddess out here. All right, I'm gonna give you that, Miss Cat. Melanin goddesses. You like that? You like how I put that? You like that, Miss Cat?
Mm-hmm. Say it again.
Yeah, melanin goddesses. Say it again. Hercules.
Anyway, go ahead.
But
I mean, you gonna say but
a big ass booty. It's a big ass booty, right? The other ones make y'all look horrible.
That's what we think about you men.
Look, okay. I got some statistics tonight on Eboni K talking about how black women in college should date more men and blase, and black men they're very low when it comes to degrees. And I got stats here to debunk that. Matter of fact, my guy Media Man, which I love, this motherfucker brings out the facts. He loves filtering out that bull. Media Man breaks it down. And it's shockingly shocking that people would really think that black women are killing like that in the degree world. It's shocking. It's really surprising in what you think. You know what the difference is? I'm gonna give you a sneak peek. It's a 4% difference.
Of what?
Degrees. So black women ain't soaring like that. Oh, black women. It's just that the guys that got degrees are the ones that actually locking down with women that they could lock down with. That's the difference. They're not trying to deal with no fucking headache. I did that going through school. What the fuck I look like coming home to that shit? But not let me be. Don't let me be controversial. We're gonna get to our first video today, people. And make sure y'all check out our sponsors, McKenzie Coffee. I'm getting hit up right now. I don't know why. And let's go just first with some Miss Cat. This kind of hurt me to my heart. Yeah, check this out.
This is the man that fuck with you. Rico, he's mean and you don't like him.
Did I do that?
You don't fuck with him.
Did I do that?
Do you hear me? He touched you? Yes, he did. Didn't he? Yep.
No, I
I
didn't.
fucking thought.
Look at you, so... You got you on camera.
This is the man that fuck with you. Rico, he's...
I don't know what to say about your about the ladies, Miss Cat.
So that's not his kid?
That's not his kid.
No, I'm saying, is that his kid or?
Well, even if it was or wasn't his kid, the fact that she's trying to blame that this man sexually assaulted the kid is pretty fucked up. And he get a jacket, he lives with that shit for the rest of his life. He got to do time in prison and blah, blah, blah. Like, it makes you think there's a lot of dudes probably in there that got the jacket and don't really deserve that jacket. They was accused of it. And the way the laws and things work, they don't give a fuck. They'll lock a nigga up quick.
I'm sorry. I don't know what got the jacket means. Is that a new term that I need to learn?
Well, it's the grape jacket. You know what I mean? I don't want to say... it's a certain shirt that you wear in prison when you have raped or when you've been accused of sexual molestation.
Oh, okay. So what, they wear like an orange jacket and everybody else has blue on?
No, they wear a shirt, Miss Cat. It's just the slang name of jacket. It's like you wearing that jacket, blaza blaza.
Oh, okay.
You know, just a slang name. But I just thought that was kind of, you know what I mean? I really wanted to know what Big Sis really think about this? What does she think? Do you think they're just a lot of uneducated, like there are more men that's willing to make it work out and there's less women there's more men willing to make it work, but there are majority women who like, I don't give a fuck about it working. I got woman privilege. Right, unknowingly, because sometimes women don't know that it's woman privilege. They don't know that they have woman privilege. It's unknowingly. They just act out because they feel like it was crazy. Is that there's a man that's going to protect you from that man. So really, anyway, what do you think?
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, a lot of men. I mean, this is from a woman's point of view, right? A lot of men will say they're trying to work it out, but they have done a lot of dirt during that relationship. And sometimes people just work it out of guilt because they feel like, oh, I did do this girl wrong for like however long. So I got to do what I got to do to make it work. Even though they may not be right, they still will fight to keep it. And then there's girls who are just...
Hit that like button. I see y'all here. Hit that like button. Everyone that's watching, hit the motherfucking like button. I see y'all. Go ahead, Miss Cat.
There's girls who, actually meet good guys. They may not be like the most entertaining or fun guy, but they're actually a good guy, and they walk over them and treat them like garbage because they think that they're simps. And so they don't really realize that like what a real man is, and it's not what you always see on TV, so they don't know how to act and they don't know how to carry themselves because they're taking him for granted. Like, oh, I can say whatever I want and do whatever I want. He ain't gonna do nothing. And they lose that respect, not realizing like this is actually a good guy and what's going to come next may be way worse,
Okay, I'm with you. and I agree. But then, I'm looking at how you mentioned something earlier about guys being boring and tired and blah blah blah. Come to
Well,
find
that
out,
girl may
this is
think that, right? But at the same time, is
right.
he consistent? Is he home? Is he faithful? You have to weigh all that out. Like, he may not be the most exciting person, but is he there? Is he taking care of his business? Is he there? You know what I mean? You have to give
Right.
and take some stuff. You can't have the life of the party type guy who everybody wants to be with and everybody thinks is fun and all that, because then everybody wants to be with him and everybody thinks he's fun. Like, that's just, you have to look at both sides and say, okay, which is the better of the lesser evils? And it's hard.
Okay. Um, I think a lot of these women full of shit
Hmm.
until
That's what
reality hit
that's what
hit them in
women
the
think
ass.
about men.
Nah. See, most women living in a fucking delusional ass place, and that's facts. I know we don't like to say that, and I know it sounds fucking wrong. I see y'all. I know it sounds fucking wrong, but most women living in a delusional world. It's my job to wake up knowing that my family is protected, that my wife is protected, nothing's going to happen. She lives in a world of comfort. You know why? Because there's a man here to protect anything that fucking comes across.
Not all women have
Wait,
protectors.
not all women are protected. It's a difference. Not all women are protected. Now, me personally, if I can protect every woman in the world, I would fucking love to. Maybe, come on. It's great humanity, right? But Miss Cat, some of these hoes don't need no fucking taking care of.
All
Some of
women
these
need
hoes,
taken care of.
no, some of them just hoes. You know what I mean? Hoes. They just fucking hoes. They don't need hoes
Well,
and
they didn't
go.
wake up that way.
Miss Cat, there's a culture out here that's just hoe and go.
Yeah, but I'm
Just
saying
hoe
they
and
didn't
go.
wake up that way. They weren't born that way. So all women need protected for that reason. There's a reason why you become loose. That's not, no one wakes up and says, oh, you know what? I want to be ran through and I want to sleep around with everybody. There's a problem there. There's an issue there deeper than like just calling them out saying they're hoes.
The problem.
Most women who are loose like that, to the point where people are just running through them, there's some emotional damage, there's some sexual damage, there's some mental damage that's there, that's causing them to not love themselves or respect themselves enough to say, no, I don't want anything or anyone entering into me.
That's crazy because I had a mama, and my mama spent damn near 50 years holding that body out. So if anybody go, I'm a product of that child. This video I'm gonna play for you guys. I'm the product of this woman. The woman that speaks like this, I'm the product of her. And if I didn't grow up in foster care or grew up with people who had a different thought process on life, I would probably be hemmed up in somebody's fucking prison. Mm-hmm.
People don't want help. They want attention. And that thing has been on me because I'm like, no, you don't want help. You want the attention that brokenness gets you. And so you're not ever going to be healed. You're not ever going to get what you need to get.
Oops, my bad. That was a little uncovering.
So this is what y'all be doing on me and my partners did. We came to hoe and go. If you just going and not hoeing, hey baby, you might need to wait for the church retreat. You might not need to come on this trip.
You ain't gotta hoe. Everybody do what they want to do. I'm pro-choice.
No, because when you not pro hoe, you're anti hoe. I'm sorry. If you're not pro hoe, you're anti, and you are not welcome up in here. We are supporters of sluts, whores, dick suckers, and all things above. Okay, we are pro everything up in this motherfucker. I'm just
Oh, Miss Cat, what are we gonna do? Question of the day. Question of the day.
Wow.
Question of the day. Are we is this our culture? Is this our culture? Hoe and go. Don't give a fuck. And if you're not pro ho, then you're anti ho.
Anti-ho.
And you can't fuck with us.
Hmm.
How the fuck is that trendy? How is the fuck is that cool to call yourself? Like, it used to be a shame when women used to feel bad. Like how the fuck you think a dude supposed to take you fucking serious? And I think a dude who takes a fucking promiscuous woman serious and put a ring on it is a fucking nut job. The nigga nutted in his fucking hand his whole fucking life until he had a fucking girl. Then he got a girl. Come to find out, the girl was the biggest hoe. She used to be a porn star, and he don't give a fuck because he's never had a girl before.
You just said used to be. I just wanted everybody to know that you said used to be.
He was a nut job. That means
no, you said she used to be a porn star.
Cool. She used to be.
Yeah, you said used to be.
That don't take away. That don't take away the bodies. That don't take away if she's still getting that big.
Well, I mean, we all got judged on who we used to be. God don't look at our past; He looks at our future.
Yeah, but
that's all I'm talking about.
God here, sweetheart.
Well, that's just life. He said used to be. So our past is our past.
Hey,
Kat,
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I know a chick,
he just took his hat off. Like, hold on.
We about to get real.
Miss Kat, were you a porn
Yeah,
star
you said
before?
filter out y'all's little whatever, so I'm filtering it out. So if you said she used to be, then that's what she was.
All right, so the question, Miss Kat. All right, so the question, Miss Kat, were you a porn star?
That. Do I look like I was a porn star? I don't even need to answer
I'm
that.
just asking.
Porn stars come in different. They come in different
That's true,
places.
but I wouldn't be on this
Different
podcast if I was. I'd be gone somewhere with some rich white man somewhere.
Miss Kat, because I tell you the truth, you look like you could be a little MILF star.
I know. Someone has said
My
that
whole
to me.
point of that is your past. You don't have that in your past. So
It doesn't matter though. Like if a woman does or does not, that's just like a man who went to prison and you say, "Oh, he's an ex-convict." Well, he used to be.
Oh man, what the?
Y'all
we
got to
stop
give
playing
people
with that
redemption and grace.
Fuck that. You don't give me no fucking redemption.
Yes, I do.
The fuck?
Every
Y'all
Monday I
don't
go,
give me-
Lord, change him.
Well, that's us, but most men,
Please
men-
don't let last Monday come to this Monday. Every week. Grace is given every week.
Miss Kat, I'm not knocking on women who want to be promiscuous. Cool. If you want to do that, it's cool. But just don't expect a nigga to take you serious or to take you, you know what I mean?
Or to be
Like,
fully committed to you.
Like if I'm a hoe and she knows I'm a hoe, but she expect for me to be faithful, how the fuck that makes sense? Let me know.
You got to be dumb as a fucking door.
You gotta be dumb as a doorknob.
Like,
hey, I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I mean, there's people out there that are not marriage material.
Mm-hmm.
Who are married.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying everybody isn't marriage material, so that's just what it is.
Hey, what she say? Hoe and go. She's down for the hoe and go. She ain't trying to chill around. And any people who's knocking being a hoe. No, if you're not pro hoe, then you're anti hoe. And I agree with
you
that.
addressing the elephant in the room?
We're gonna call them IHOPs.
What's the elephant in the room?
Dicks.
Who is Teledouble? Like y'all ain't see somebody else on here that ain't on here?
Yeah. Oh, that's the homie.
Yeah, we ain't got no problem. You the only person.
That's your boy. That was the one that was agreeing with you. Like, yeah, bring him back on. He's good. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, this picture is not. Who's this picture? That guy had dreads, I thought.
Well, this guy is a professor from Harvard University of the equinox of the equilibrium of the space of where chromosomes
no,
and biology have
on the planet of Patterson.
The guy that was on here the other day, though, didn't look like the guy in this picture. That's why I'm like, who is this?
That's him.
He did. Well, I don't know. Well, maybe he had a. I thought he had dreads.
You got to think for light skinned niggas.
I thought he had dreads.
You got to think for dreadheads.
Oh, you got to think for dreads? You got
no. I thought he had dreads on, or he like had a hat or something. I don't know. I couldn't really see.
Wow.
He didn't look like that to me. So I don't know.
He had dreads on. He thought
The
he was
way-
gonna
Sorry, tell double. I didn't know who
you
you
talk
were,
like
but if you
man,
could please reveal yourself so we can know who we're talking to.
He
you
said,
sound
sorry,
like
tell W.
you sounded like a Hispanic mama. You said dreads on.
Well, I'm looking like a Jamaican mom right now.
Hispanics, they be like, hey fool, I turned out. They be like, hey bitch, you want to hit the blunt? I turned it out, fool.
You guys,
Hey,
I
fool,
have
I
to do
turned
this
it off.
shout out for a friend of
I
mine.
turned it off.
Please, go ahead. Shout
Okay,
out.
go ahead.
Okay,
Shout out.
so I don't know if you guys know, he's a comedian. Hi Barry, that's him. Okay, so I'm just I'll put his phone number on. You don't have to edit that out. Anyways, he has
You should have given me a flyer. I would have posted it up here.
he just
Give me
texted
a
me like
flyer.
right before the show. Anyways, we need to support
tell
him.
me-
His show is
tell me
what
the
day is
phone.
this show? If you guys like comedy, it's October the 5th. So look it up at the Saban Theater. I won't be able to make it because I will
Where's
be in
that?
Vancouver.
Where's
But Saban Theater,
And
What's
where?
that?
he's
What
doing a
city?
comedy show. He's probably singing too, maybe. I don't know.
Where's Saban Theater?
What city?
It's in Beverly Hills.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Great.
So you guys support my Christian brother.
a Christian brother.
Yo, I
But
thought
it's
it
not
was-
Christian comedy because he does a lot of raunchy stuff, which you should not be
Ooh.
You
doing.
know what, Miss Cat? Before we get to our next segment, you are the wildest Christian I probably fucking met.
I am
You
not
have the
wild.
But you got some gutter ass friends. You
I
just
might have
some
used to be. No, just kidding. I don't know. Good. I'm friends with everybody.
Hey,
Like
Kat,
I don't
tell him.
care.
He
Tell
said,
him
I
you a
used
Christ and tell him you a
Huh?
Christ and a little bit of something else. God damn it.
I'm friends with all walks of life. Like, I just love on people because everybody needs love.
What's good, big wild keys?
Hello, Walt.
So,
It's the keys.
Before we get into here, tell Double where you at, fool. Yeah, fully. Now, the reason why I'm going somewhere, people, right? I'm going somewhere. And the reason why I'm playing this video right now because I'm with her. I'm with this chick saying people don't want help. They want attention. Motherfuckers love for you to sorrow in their bullshit. Right? And this kind of goes with the whole and okay, cool. Want to put black women on it? Cool. People could put black women, or people could put black men. I'm just looking at it as people. Maybe this is off the subject right now, but I just got to throw a little gem in there. People don't want help. They want attention. They want you to feel sorry for them and their fucking sorrow and show them, pat them on the back and tell them life's going to be okay. And gooty. I had a person tell me, Biz, you being too biz. You being too biz. And I said, well, that's a very sensitive take. You sound very sensitive as fuck. You sound very sensitive.
What the fuck is
There's
that?
some things as people, I'm not looking for a person to come wipe my ass when I need help. No, I'm gonna figure it out myself. I'm gonna do it, and then if I can find other people who is willing and like-minded to join the boat, and we can go take on life and conquer things, then great, right? But I don't need your attention.
Your attention.
That's the difference. That's the difference. So
Thanks.
I would love to see what everybody else think about this. Here we go. I'm gonna play this right now. Gang. And
People don't want help. They want attention. And that thing has been on me because I'm like, no, you don't want help. You want the attention that brokenness gets you. And so you're not ever going to be healed. You're not ever going to get what you need to get, because if you do that, nobody's going to pay attention to you anymore. And you would rather have the attention
Than the healing.
than the healing and the help. And so while we're walking around life trying to do better, trying to heal and stuff, no, people genuinely do not want help. They will tell you that they do. But when it's in their face and it's right in front of them and all they got to do is reach and grab it, they're not going to take it, because that means they're not going to get no attention.
Oh, baby.
That thing got real for me this week in a couple of different ways. Like, no, help is here.
It ain't on the way.
It
It's
is right
here.
in front of you, and you would rather not.
Wow.
And then you're going to continue to.
wow. So we let it go around the panel. Miss Cat, what you think, Miss Cat?
I mean,
People
it's
don't want
true. A lot of people do want to talk about their problems, but they don't want to resolve their problems. Hence why a lot of people don't go to counseling because they don't want help. But when you see that there's a problem, go get help. So, yeah, it's true.
But they want the therapist to show them attention. That's why the therapist.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, if you look at like just
Right.
like relationships in general between parents and kids and siblings and spouses, like if you know there's a problem and you really want to resolve it, why not go seek help?
Sometimes I'm not playing devil's advocate. I'm not. But sometimes it's cap. Motherfuckers don't even got the means. They got majority of they fucking means. I'm sorry to cuss like this, but this shit be making me hot. Just the way people think. Just the way people use their fucking brain. Like, nobody has the means to want to do better. Like, I'm talking about on a majority scale, not on a sporadic scale, or it's few over here, it's a few people there. You know what I mean? There's a small community that's thriving, right? I'm talking about massively. Some people don't even use their brains to even think about how to maneuver their everyday lives to benefit them. Not just go to work and pick this up and pick up the kids and then drop that off and then pick up the homegirl and go out. Like, that's typical shit. That's typical shit. It's typical. You gonna do that shit every day. It's typical. What are you doing to progress? How are you, is you spending your whole day for people to feel sorry for your fucking mess? Like, there's people literally call people and just talk about their mess all over the phone.
Yep.
And then they get upset when the neighborhood is talking about this shit. Well, motherfucker, you told the neighbor. Some things are meant to be kept to yourself.
Facts.
No, we want the attention. We want the validation, right? That what we're thinking in our brain is right. And people don't want to have people that hold them accountable, right? Like, if I did something awkward, Miss Cat is gonna call like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this?
Right.
You get what I mean? So I'm definitely in the face of like you have to have some type of accountability in your own mind to say, hey, I'm going to pick up my pieces. I'm going to put my boots on, lace them up tight. I don't need you to bring me over anything right now. Let me figure it out. And if I need your help, I would definitely call you for your help, not for your attention.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? I just kind of me filtering out like for people to kind of get their brain straight. You know what I mean? We talk about Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka. How he cheated on.
That sounds like an African name.
Yeah, I think it is. How he cheated on his wife.
I thought that was her fiance.
Oh, right. Fiance. Okay, future wife.
Yeah, he
fiance.
was like he cheated on his wife.
You're right. It was his fiance. So, what happened?
I was just saying, soon to be.
What happened?
We just listened to you.
I did. So, I'm gonna play this video right quick before I go. My screen kind of went off, because it kind of fucked me up. I'm gonna play this video about the population trait. Women, be nice to men, because it's not a lot of us out here.
So there's 7.8 billion people on the planet, all right? The report shows that 5.6 billion are women and 2.8 billion are men, all right? So they have advised women to therefore be careful in showing attitude to any man, because out of the 2.2 billion men, 1 billion are married already, 130 million are in prison, and 70 million are mentally ill. That means we have just about 1 billion men available for marriage. So there's 7.8 billion people on the planet, all right? The report shows that 5.6 billion are women and 2.8 billion are men, all right? So they have advised women to therefore be careful.
Heard the stats, people. I know it's probably hard to understand.
Talking about Nia Long. I don't know who that lady was.
Bro, I had broke the numbers down. I had to like listen again. I'm like, hold on, wait, did he say? But then you played this shit again. I'm like,
That's great.
She did say that.
I'm just saying, not a lot of men out here, so you gonna be mad that he cheating. I don't know, man. It's not a lot of them. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to pick from when you got a lot of motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why.
I'm just trying to like. I mean, I know it's kind of a wild one, right? People may say, "Oh, Biz, I don't know. You may be reaching on this one." I'm like, well, shit. If these niggas out here cheating, and it's only so many of them, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna get a nigga in prison? You gonna get a nigga that's mentally ill?
That's why a lot of women are going to other women.
Like, are you gonna be able to work through it?
That's why a lot of other women.
They are.
But then that motherfuckers cheat and do all that other shit.
Here we go. I'm gonna play this.
A whole bunch
Our
of
next
people
one.
is popping up as lesbians.
That's it.
Yeah. Hey guys, keep the conversation going. I'm gonna tune out my what.
I was like, what happened? It just went blank. Yeah, no, it's just I think that if there's a shortage of men, women will find partners, and that's not necessarily healthy.
That shit crazy. So it's not so that like they don't have many to pick, bro. I understand this shit kind of now. Why they is with women and shit. I mean, especially with like Biz said, with you got the cheat ones that's cheating, not being faithful and shit like that. So everybody not on that level.
That eliminates almost 90% of the men and leaves you with 1% left.
So, ladies, are you willing to deal with that? Are you willing to deal with that guy? I mean, is it that bad as it seems?
Yeah, it is. If you come home with something that you didn't get from yourself.
Oh my gosh.
It is that bad.
When you break it down, man, when you break it down, like
I'm breaking it down because like guys need to know, like it's not all fun and games out here. Especially, do you know men just over 55, like senior men who like are with women who no longer can have children are at the highest risk of having HIV? Did you all know that?
Yeah, but they don't have.
I didn't know.
Why? Though?
Because they're bouncing around because they're like, oh, I can't have kids. They're dealing with women who can't have kids anymore. So you have it in the senior homes, the senior facility places where men are just rampantly sleeping with everybody because they're like, hey, they don't have that fear of having kids, but they're getting all these diseases. It's crazy. Y'all haven't noticed every time y'all turn on TV, there's an HIV commercial on there?
That was just for awareness, period.
And awareness in our communities, on our channels, during our TV shows. Y'all better pay attention.
Nope, I haven't seen anything.
Shut up.
All right, people, we're going right into the meat and potatoes.
Nia Long getting cheated on. The dude that cheated on her is the head coach of the Boston Celtics. He cheated on her.
Now you suspended too, so it's like, dang, you lost your girl.
And your job?
I don't know, but how do we know that he lost her?
But they engaged.
You gotta think about Nia Long. Like
they was engaged?
They engaged.
Oh,
yeah, no excuses.
It's an engagement, but it's a long time engagement. Nia is a very free spirited woman.
You think that she might be like, that's cool?
I don't know their thing, but I'm.
I don't know. She too fine to be.
I'm just saying, with her being such a free spirit,
Yes.
They have their own rules. Look at Will and Jada.
Eat my wife. You trying to give him the benefit of the doubt for cheating on Nia Long? I ain't going for it.
It's Nia Long, my nigga. What are we doing?
She too fine to be getting cheated on.
Nia Long getting.
Facts, fucking facts. Now I got something to say about that, fellas.
Halle Berry got cheated on.
Yeah, I'm like a lot of famous
Come on,
beautiful women get cheated on that are not known, that are just beautiful women inside and out. So that has nothing to do with it. A man doesn't look at it like, oh, she's famous. They're looking at it like, hey, are you cooking grits this morning?
No,
they don't see them the way we see them.
See, Miss Cat, you killing the message. I'm finna help you out right now. Miss Cat. I'm finna help all y'all out. I'm gonna help the women out. Ladies. Listen carefully.
Yeah, Miss Cat, what you
To
eating?
the fellas, if you have a melanin goddess,
Tone is a fool.
if you have a melanin goddess, like a Nia Long, a Angela Bassett. Now, these are women I think is black women I think is very cool.
Or a Cat Hurston. Don't forget about Cat Hurston.
You know what I mean? That's right, Tell Double.
If you have one of us, don't mess up.
No, for real, Miss Cat, what you eating?
I'm just saying, there are women that there are women in this world that do not, I will say once again, that do not deserve to be cheated on.
Yeah.
Like I think there's a certain beauty that just like, yeah, I mean, but that's me though, right? Man, we are very physical being. We love beautiful faces, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some women that you just gotta be like, come on, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, really, bro? This one? Like, you literally put your fucking Peter into a whole nother being on this one? Like, when you see the girl that you cheated with, it's like, come on, bro.
Well, I need to see what she looks like because you probably put an extra on it. Let me see her.
Biz, are you saying that a man's faithfulness should depend on how a woman looks?
That's what he's trying to say.
Well, it's an individual perspective. No.
It's just idiotic. It's just like plain stupid, bro. To mess some shit up.
I'm just thinking, right, Tom. I'm just thinking like it's just plain stupid to to be with such a beautiful woman who is like literally a mecca.
Not only that,
black women. One second. Like, I'm not saying. Look, man. Look. Let me give some actual.
A man's penis doesn't care what the coochie look like.
What he's trying to say, I hope what he's trying to say is like it doesn't matter like what her status is. Once you have her, you don't see her like, oh, she's the mecca. You see her as the girl that I wake up with every day. Like you, that's what like.
No, but like when you have, like
you
I
take
said,
them for granted.
People hit the like button. I see y'all tuning in. Hit that like button, people. Look, what I'm saying is when a guy meets a good woman, right? And if she's like the woman, like the woman on, like I watched Nia Long growing up. She has never looked bad. Even when she did the short hair and the whole nine, right? She always rocked it.
Oh, Friday.
You know what I mean? But depending on their relationship, they're gonna deal with how they deal with it. That's just my preference, right? There's just some things we shall be withheld from, like cheating.
Do you guys understand something though? Like, listen, you may see her as beautiful, right? But what if he got with her and he said, and I'm just being devil's advocate, babe, I want you to stop smoking. I don't want my women smoking. And she said, okay, I'll stop smoking. But then she was closet smoking and it was driving him nuts. Or Megan Good is another example.
Right.
He says, Megan Good's beautiful, right? She's married. She was married to a pastor. He says to her, hey, babe, I need you to cover up a little bit more because, you know, my position, blah, blah, blah. She's beautiful. Everybody wants her. He has her. And she says, I'm not going to cover up. This is how I was when you got with me. This is what I look like. This is how I want to. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, so if a man is with somebody who is not submissive.
Miss Cat, that's a ghetto biatch. Miss Cat, that's a ghetto biatch. We talking about a woman like a Nia Long.
What I'm trying to tell you don't know who she is and how she is and what may have made her go somewhere else. Like, you don't know. Like,
it doesn't matter if she white, black, Chinese. It don't fucking matter. The attitude is what we're talking about, right? So yeah, she could be beautiful as fuck, but got fucking a fucked up, fucking weird attitude, of course. But we're talking about a class woman, a woman of class. There's a lot of women of class who are ugly as fuck, right?
All I'm saying is you don't always.
When you do find a woman of class who is like gorgeous, but not like.
No, I have some friends that are beautiful and they're not. What'd he say?
I said with no alibi. You don't get it? UGLY. You ain't got
Oh no, I'm saying there's some beautiful women out there on the surface. They look beautiful, but on the inside, they're not as pretty as you may think they are. I'm not saying she's like that, but I'm just saying you guys have to like look at why he did that. It could be something deeper than what you guys may even think.
You look at it on his side. Hey, on his
may not
side,
be the
this is
nice
like Flavor
person.
Flav, nigga.
Look, Miss Cat, look. This is all right. We got about 10 minutes left. So check, Miss Cat. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit that like button. We're about to get up out of here, but Miss Cat, check this out. The next video, you're gonna see how women don't like each other. Right? This
Wait,
is
we
where
want
I
to see this. We want to see who he cheated on her with. You said she was ugly.
Hold on. I'm in a deep state right now. I'm in my deep state,
Megan Good's
right?
not classy. That's kind of.
Hey, y'all ain't heard about ASAP Rocky and Rihanna?
Nah,
what
he
happened with
didn't
that?
cheat on her. That nigga stupid.
What?
He's
You ain't
stupid.
hear about it, Biz?
Oh, what
That
happened?
nigga stupid.
Oh, not ASAP.
Oh,
Come on.
I'm gonna have to send it to you, Biz. You know how.
No, I seen it. I saw all the little shit, but that was some chick. Now it may be some new shit now, but before there was some shit a couple months ago, but it was like a stylist or some shit claimed the blah blah, but it's all,
ain't no woman
it's
safe
always
if
like
Rihanna
The one
get
I'm
cheated
talking
on.
about is it was an Instagram model.
Right.
They taking over the world.
Oh, it's an
Instagram
Instagram
models taking
Black
over.
chick.
Hey, check this out. Hey, look,
Bro,
some of these niggas, look, some of these niggas grew up with their mamas, so they deal with their relationships emotionally. So it's a little different, right? And when you dealing with a billionaire woman who's like, where you making millions, but she's making billions, things could be a little shaky in the house, right?
Yep, because he's
Kinda
insecure.
Fuck you up, right? And the nigga be like, man, bitch, right? And then all of a sudden there's another female who's bad, blase. She like, hi, right? I'll have your
Now all
child.
you gotta do is take her to McDonald's and she's happy.
But see, that's the thing. Well, see, before I play this video, I'm gonna let you know what one woman won't do, another woman will, and that's gang.
Hey, when McDonald's come back with a Shamrock Shake? I'm waiting on.
The state of Delaware is experimenting with a new type of...
Oh, no, my bad. That was...
He did not even give her a heads up. Nia actually expressed her disappointment in being blindsided by Ime and the team members and executives who knew what was going on for months. And guess what? Nia had just moved to Boston 2 weeks before the news broke, and Ime's side piece Kathleen was reportedly the one who helped coordinate her travel arrangements. This just proved...
So check. I want y'all to see.
He didn't fuck.
I want y'all to see.
He fucked down.
Wait a minute.
I want y'all to
Kathleen is the girl he messed with her with?
Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all something. Women are mean. You guys are mean. And to the ones that are just gullible and sweet, they don't ever see it coming. They never see this coming.
Okay, just please tell me that Kathleen is not the girl he was messing with.
Kathleen is the girl that he was messing with.
That was making the arrangements for her to come there.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, we're going to...
He did not even give her a heads up. Nia actually expressed her disappointment in being blindsided by Ime and the team members and executives who knew what was going on for months. And guess what? Nia had just moved to Boston 2 weeks before the news broke, and Ime's side piece Kathleen was reportedly the one who helped coordinate her travel arrangements. This just proves that Kathleen knew exactly who Nia was, possibly even when she would be with Ime, and that gave her the opportunity to properly schedule when she would be with Ime. Nia was also furious because no one from the team reached out to her or even cared to ask how her son was doing after the whole scandal blew over. She told Hollywood Reporter, "If you're in the business of protecting women, I'm sorry. No one from the Celtics organization has even called to see if I'm okay, to see if my children are okay. I think the most heartbreaking thing about all of this was seeing my son's face when the Boston Celtics organization decided to make a very private situation public." Following the split, Nia also admitted to The Cut that she and Ime's son Kez were having a really tough time dealing with the aftermath of the situation. She also said, "The Celtics made a choice to make my family business public, and I don't understand why. It could have all been handled internally. I do understand why, but I can't talk about it. Maybe one day I will. You know, fear drives stupidity, and I'll leave that right there. I've learned that I'm stronger than I ever thought I was." Well, even though they were happy to make things public, Celtics was very deliberate in leaving out Kathleen's name from their announcement, and that is just nasty. How are you going to protect one one woman and not the other. It has all shades of racism written all over it. And Nia believes.
So there you have it. The fuckery is real.
Okay, so wait a minute. The Celtics came out and said,
"We gonna talk about this bull." Gasmasktribe.
The Celtics came out and had a press conference and said, "Oh, our coach cheated on his fiance."
Yeah.
I'm not understanding how that came out.
So what it was when the story first broke, the story broke, and he was deleted from the team, right? Not deleted. I'm sorry. He was removed from the squad, right? Let's just say that. I'm sorry, guys. He was removed from the squad. Then they would never release who he cheated with. They would never release who the lady was.
But they just said, "Oh, he's fired because he cheated," or did he get fired because he slept with someone who he worked with?
Come on.
Because if you're a boss, if you are supervisor, you cannot sleep with someone who you direct support to. So that's why he got fired. It wasn't because he cheated. It was because he slept with someone he's the manager over. You can't do that.
Girl, you smart. Girl, you smart.
Huh?
I said you smart.
Okay, so then that's why they didn't. Okay, so I'm just telling you corporately, that's why they didn't. They had to not tell her name because you now have her working in a hostile working environment. It's still a corporation. So,
hey, well, shit, it's out there.
Yeah, you can't. That's why it wasn't a race thing. It was, hey, this guy's her supervisor. He's not supposed to be sleeping with subordinates. We're gonna let him go, and we're gonna say the reason why, but we're not gonna expose her because now her working environment's awful. That's what that was.
We're gonna do a part two on this, Miss Cat, and we're gonna deal with that part of it. Right, the racism and the corporate side.
That wasn't racism in that situation, though.
Oh my gosh,
he's her boss.
Okay, is that white girl got booty though?
Okay,
that's why
he's her boss. That's just like if you had 3 interns that work for you and you were a corporation and you sleep on one of them. Well, I mean, if you had a boss, your boss is going to let you go because you know you're not supposed to be sleeping with anybody that's underneath you.
Miss Cat.
So that's why she got protected.
Miss Cat. She's married to some big dude in that motherfucker. And
hey, that white girl got a booty? That's all.
She probably has
was married.
Yeah, but
did her husband leave her?
But, fuck no. That's why he kept the shit. That's why they didn't want to release her name and shit. That's why that shit was like under the wraps for so long because he didn't want to look. Man, the whole team knew what's up. But you know what's so crazy is that they had no problem airing out LeBron James when LeBron James' mom fucked one of the players. Nobody say nothing. You know what I mean? They aired that shit out.
That shit, nigga.
But my thing is, LeBron James' mom is not a part of the organization. So
facts.
That's just random. I mean. This is a guy who is a supervisor and was sleeping with his subordinate. Like people knew, but just like if y'all know your boy's messing around, you ain't gonna go to his wife and be like, "Hey, you know what? My boy's messing around on you." Y'all ain't gonna do that. We talked about this a long time ago.
As black men,
I would tell the girl,
no matter how good we look, no matter.
That's facts.
Right. I'm sorry. I just had to pause that for a second.
So that just lets you know that men need to be more upright. They need to be godly men. And tell a sister, don't have her moving across the country if you know what's going on. Just saying. If she friends with everybody on the team, somebody on the team should have loved her enough and said, "This is my sis. This is my Nubian, whatever you said, millennium queen."
Look,
would you call her melanin queen? I'm gonna let her know. She ain't said that right.
No, see, you see how they interpret that?
We're going back to Africa.
No, wait. I said melanin.
He said melanin.
I did not say melanin queen.
Going back to Africa.
You can't be a queen if you don't have a king. All right. So she's a melanin goddess.
Well,
now, the man can't cheat if the woman don't let him fuck. So
the point is, y'all supposed to be protecting.
Hold on. Obviously,
so somebody should have protected her. Somebody on that team should have said, "Look, they should have pulled her coattail and been like, don't come to Boston because your dude is nasty."
Hold on, Miss Cat.
The main streets of Boston.
Listen. Hit the like button, people, as y'all coming in.
Women
Listen,
are like
Miss Cat.
so seductive.
Look, I want you to understand something. Men can't cheat if the woman don't let him fuck. Now, if he forces
What does it got to do with the people not telling her?
Listen. Now, if the man, let me just put the disclaimer in there. If the man does force himself on her, then he should be mutilated. Somebody should take him out, because I don't think that's right at all. I don't think a man should ever force himself upon a woman, period. But this didn't happen that way, Miss Cat. This happened sensually. These motherfuckers it was intimate with each other. You get what I mean, Miss Cat? So whether how you look at it, yeah, he's a guy. Men are prone to spread their seed. That's just our innate nature, right? But
that is not your innate. That is not your innate. No, that is not your nature. That's learned behavior. You didn't wake up saying, "Oh, you know what? Your mom didn't. Your mom did not push you guys out of your womb and say you're going to be a cheater because you're just a man." No, you were programmed and conditioned to be okay to be a cheater.
No, Miss Cat. Women are more prone to be with one man, and men are more prone to spread their seeds. That's just
no. Men and women are supposed to be one in holy matrimony.
Exactly.
There is no.
That's indoctrination. But if
challenge.
you wanted to, well, that's indoctrination. But
no, that's
if
not.
you look
that's
at, you was in the fucking wild, my nigga. Listen, if you was in the fucking wild, my nigga, right, and you never grew up, none of that, you be spread your seed around this motherfucker. That's just men. That's how we. That's just us. That's just how men nature. You put us in nature. That's just what we're gonna do. We're gonna find women. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna spread our seed. And if something happened with it, I
don't think I can agree with that.
No man would agree with that. No man would agree with that. What I don't understand is how you guys are making it okay for this guy to do me that way.
Look, see, now I gotta be fucking straight.
I just want one woman.
That's why you can't put a nigga in a room full of hoes.
One woman to love.
Fuck all of them. That's what I'm telling you. That's our innate ability.
Well,
a woman would do that. A woman would probably touch one of the guys.
Well, Kanye said he could show you how to move through a room full of hoes. So I don't know about that.
Nah, I mean that's a song too. we got to think about real life, right?
Facts,
if we in nature, nigga, and you around a room full of bad tribal females, and they all got ass, well, you gonna tap every. Man,
at the end of the day, Nia did not deserve that.
Hold on.
Nia did not deserve that.
Hold on. Tell Double, you mean to tell me you wouldn't tap if you was in a wild and there was a tribal of bad bitches. We all in our tribal state, and you got 10 of them around you. You wouldn't in 1 month expand. You mean to tell me you wouldn't tap?
No, because I've actually been celibate for about a year now.
Oh, we ain't talking about now, nigga. We're talking about all right.
So I know
look, he's like, I ain't talking about real life. I'm talking about make believe. It's like
I'm talking about our actual. I'm talking about go back in time.
We're talking about real life, but hypothetically speaking.
Right, hypothetically,
and he said in real life, don't try and force him to say something different. He said in real life, he's cool, he's good.
Yeah,
you don't need all that.
I get you, but he say that shit now. But I'm pretty sure he walks a day, he sees bad bitches all on the streets, and he like, damn, she look good. Damn, she look good. Of course, because that's your innate nature, nigga.
I ain't just gonna whip my thing out and just try to go smash everything in sight.
Because they nasty and dirty. That's what I'm trying to get men to see. Everything that looks pretty ain't clean.
To show interest, to show some
everything that looks pretty ain't
clean. If a man says, "Damn, she look good," he would fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot of trouble that come with just having sex with a bunch of women.
Miss Cat, put a couple drinks in the nigga. Put a couple drinks in that nigga, and
now he got to be 300. Now he got to be liquored up, huh? Now he got to be under the influence.
No, it's just
now he got to be under influence. A sober-minded man.
Well, guys, I do.
Okay,
give him some coke.
Just being real. That's just
give him some coke and some ecstasy, and then see what happens.
So I sleep with a lot of women.
What?
I said I do adult entertainment, so I sleep with a lot of women.
All right, so I got one more. We got one more.
Are you confessing right now? Or are you?
Entertainment?
What'd you say?
No, I said, are you confessing right now, or are you asking for help? Because we talked about this 30 minutes ago. So are you confessing, or are you asking for help? Because we can help you if you want help. He just said,
y'all want to help? So y'all want to do adult?
No, we're asking you. Are you saying that because you want help, or are you just saying that because you just want attention?
I asked you. You want to help do adult entertainment?
No, that's not what you need help with. That is not.
Tone is a fool.
I had to know that before
examples of what you said earlier. He said people always want to talk about their business and all that stuff, but they don't really want help. And I'm just saying, if you know you in this business and you can't contain yourself, it sounds like you need some help.
Oh, I can contain myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Look, I'm gonna kill this
Everybody,
right now.
I'm not.
Man, wait, Miss Cat. Miss Cat, do you think every guy is cute?
I don't do porn.
Absolutely not.
Of course. Yo, tell Devil. Do you think half the women that you see are attractive?
I think all women are beautiful.
Exactly. My point there. My point made. This is
they love you. The women gonna love you. Oh, I think all women are beautiful. They gonna love you.
So let's play this right.
They ain't gonna love you. I'm gonna keep it real. And just like a woman gonna keep it real. A woman don't think every man is attractive. They gonna be like, not that nigga is ugly as hell, dude.
Bro,
no, it's not that. It's just that some people can look really fine, but their attitude is very, very awful, and that makes them not handsome.
See, I'm a realist, and I believe in saying it how it is, and it's them ugly motherfuckers. God damn it! Like, come on, it is what it is.
So before we head out of here, this is Eboni K. I have to talk on this because it's in the title and it's in the description. This is Eboni K. She's explaining about college and black men and why black women are winning so much in degrees and what they should do. And Media Man breaks it down. And gives you the real statistics on what's really going on.
Out is that as black men age, their desirability increases. Thus, their optionality of women is always expanding. And the exact opposite is true for black women. As we age, doesn't matter how much money we accumulate, our degrees or professional accolades, the reality is that our marriage and partnership market value is depreciating with every passing year.
Damn.
No matter how good we look, no matter how fit we are, men are still seeing primarily our presumed dwindling fertility as a knock against us. And speaking of fertility, that is another reason that I want younger black women to seek marriage and partnership in college or right after, if that's what they choose. Because the number of college-educated black men...
Wait, I agree with her. If that's what they choose. But, Miss Cat,
they're so low when compared to black college-educated women. Compared to black college-educated women.
So this is the most recent numbers from the U.S. Census Bureau in regards to education. If you look at the highlighted area right there, if we break down, break the data down by gender, we find that 24.9% of African American men and 30.8% of African American women over the age of 25 have attained at least a bachelor's degree. Some 1.5 million black women earned a master's degree, but no higher degree. Currently, there is a 5.9% difference in regards to degree obtainment from black women to black men. And
you see that?
as you guys know, and I've stated this multiple times.
Hold on. out there talking shit, and they say, "Oh, well, we're the most educated," and you could look at this and be like,
from
"Well,
black women to black men." And as you guys know, and I've stated this multiple times, every race of women has more degrees than their male counterparts. However, every race of men out-earn their women.
That we're all going to be targeting the same small pool of men. And as we heard today, on most campuses, there's like 7 black women students for every 1 black man student. Y'all do the math. So here's my advice. If you are a young black woman in college and you know in your heart and in your head that you want to prioritize family, I suggest that you simultaneously pursue that MRS degree right along with that BA or JD.
There was a video that just went viral where there were a bunch of white women graduating from college, but they were showing their engagement rings.
damn, you would." Would you ever see that? Damn, that's crazy. That's deep. That's deep.
And I'm like, well, why don't our women pair up with these athletes or these guys that are going to be in the STEM field while you're in college? Because I'm telling you now, young women, it's not going to be too many places where you're going to get that many potentially successful men in one place. So I would advise you to go ahead and take advantage of that. And no, it's not saying forego your education. You're going to have to figure out a way to do both. You're going to have to figure out a way to do both. You're going to have to figure out a way to do both. You have to get your education and also cultivate a relationship at the same time.
Because the handful of black college-age men that actually do desire to get married soon, and they do share that value system, and family is a priority for them too, y'all, that is an incredibly small pool, and it's shrinking as you get older.
There is a 6% difference between black men being married and black women being married, with black men at 33%, black women at 27%. So the problem is not black women having more degrees. The problem has to be on black women, because black men are doing just fine. More than
you don't think so, Ms. Cat?
Well, no, here's the disclaimer that he's telling you guys is educated black men are doing fine. That is true. That is true. Most black men who are educated are doing fairly well.
Okay.
It's the ones that are not.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
That are problems. So, and also, I mean, both of them have great points. At the end of the day, what they're saying is if you're educated.
Hold on. You said she has a great point?
I said both of them are bringing up great points. Like they're both basically saying if you're educated and you.
She's wrong.
Well, she's just saying like get with a guy when you're young. If you want to have kids and you want to be married and all that stuff, that's what I heard. And then she said, if you get older, it's going to be slimmer to find them. He's saying the same thing.
No, why? No, they're not saying. No,
I think they're saying a lot of the similar points.
We're going to play this. I mean, there's a replay. It's a replay. But
1/3 of us are married, as opposed to our women who are sitting close to 1 out of 4. And as I already stated, my thoughts on black women getting married is this. I don't think that 3 out of 4 black women want to get married. And they've been showing us that for the past, 5, 6, 7 years?
Most black women do not go to school with the intention of one day being a housewife or a homeschool mom or a private school mom or soccer mom or whatever.
And that's why they got what they got.
Yeah, but
a lot of black women go to school.
Huh?
He said a lot of those people don't want to be married. There's a difference. If you want to be married and you're not, that's different. But a lot of women don't.
You can't complain. So those women can't complain when
those women probably aren't.
Show up. Yes, they are. They're the
if a woman don't want to
unhappy people nowadays, the majority of unhappy people are women over 40 with degrees, and that just because of. I mean,
I don't know. I just don't believe that.
That's not me saying it. I'll bring it up next week. We'll talk about it next week. You know what I mean? But that's not me saying it. That's just from the statistics and facts or whatever. But
I would say most Most women who are fun to be with and positive women, they're going to always have people around. It doesn't matter if they're 50, 60, 70, because you attract people like women who are happy and who are fun to be with. And you know what I mean? So there's no shortage of men out there that will attract themselves to something like that.
All right.
So.
Well, let's all right.
And their top priority is that education for that career.
Ooh. Too busy being the group.
Wrong.
Yeah. Maybe it's because we know that a woman's worth is not defined by whether or not she's married. Ooh.
And by the time you reach my age, 40, you will be faced with different choices relating to life partnership and motherhood. Now, I'm not saying that delaying marriage or motherhood is a bad option, but it's one that comes with its own consequences. And our women deserve to know on the front end of their decision making instead of on the back half.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people.
Damn. Rest in paradise.
I don't know
Big
who that is.
All right,
people, I would tell y'all, get it together, motherfuckers. Get it together. Y'all have a motherfucking blessed evening. I hope we was able to filter out some shit. You know what I mean? For you guys. Hope you got some out the show. Hit the like button. We gonna be back here next week with that hot shit. I'll be back here tomorrow. But yeah, man. Miss Cat, you got any last words before we head up out of here?
I do. If you are a human being with feelings, remember that we are our brother's keeper.
You saying I ain't got no feelings? You saying I ain't got no feelings?
Let me do my last words.
Okay,
and so I encourage all of you guys, if you know someone's being mistreated or you know someone's being treated wrong and it's going to affect their health or mentally, sexually, spiritually, let them know, help them. Don't have them in a bad situation where they're potentially going to be in some kind of domestic situation. Nia, we're praying for you. We love you. And all those other women who are getting dogged, we love you. Bye.
Why they gotta be getting dogged?
Because they are. There's a lot of people.
People have a great one, man. Tell Double, man. Y'all go follow Tell Double, man, on Instagram, man.
Tell
go
Double,
follow
man.
Him.
Google
love
me.
on this music. And you got something real quick you want to say before we head up out of here? People, hit the like button. I see y'all. Hit the like button. You got anything you want to say before we head up out of here?
Yeah, I'm just chilling right now. I was about to lay down watching me a little comedy movie. But yeah, to all of my women out there, black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. I love y'all, and I wish y'all the best and health and happiness and faithfulness. And I hope that I can snag me up a great woman one day. Because I had one and I lost it.
Want you woo woo woo.
You're straight up
like
fool,
you got
man.
R&B love songs.
Straight up fool.
People, have a blessed one. We'll see y'all, man. Make sure you understand life is all about filtering out life's BS. Dirtyharvard, y'all go follow the music. We'll see y'all soon. Gang, gang, gang.
We in the trap. Oh shit. Like a mother. Yeah. We in the trap.
What's up, fool? Some cool shit.
Make shit play. Make it bang. We in the trap.
Come on. What'd you say? Where we at?
We in the trap.
Wake up and smell the adventure with MCKENZIE Empire, your passport to a world of extraordinary coffee experiences. Introducing our Brazilian blend, a masterpiece crafted from 100% Arabica coffee beans straight from the heart of Brazil. Immerse yourself in the notes of cocoa powder, caramel, and walnuts. It's not just a coffee, it's a journey to the exotic lands of flavor. For the health-conscious explorers, we present our Manuka Honey Coffee. USDA certified organic coffee, blended with raw New Zealand Manuka honey, organic cane alcohol, organic glycerin, and natural flavors. Pure indulgence that's as sweet as it is satisfying. Elevate your coffee experience with our hemp coffee, where the goodness of hemp meets the richness of coffee. Packed with high protein, omega-3, and omega-6 fatty acids, it's not just a drink, it's a nourishing ritual for your body and soul. But wait,